Recording button. You are currently on. Safari.
Hi, everybody. Sorry. We've got a bit of change of plans here. Logan was supposed to be asleep. That's not happening right now. So I am trying to figure out how I can sit here and talk to you guys about depression and blindness in a broken chair with a Logan on me. There we go. Okay. I think I've got everything set up. Alright. I don't have headphones today because I've got Logan and I don't have wireless headphones. So it's dangerous to have corded headphones and babies, so that's not going to happen. So my computer will be talking sporadically and I apologize for that. Okay. I'm not going to be able to put the link up on Facebook right now because I have Logan. But I did schedule the event, so hopefully people will remember. So anyway, hello. Today's topic is we're going to talk about depression, specifically my depression because I can't speak for everybody, obviously. And why, for me anyway, it's connected with my blindness. And when I say that, I'm not saying that I'm depressed because I'm blind. And I'm going to talk about how that affects my parenting. Hi, Logan. You should have been asleep. Okay, so, the reason that I have such bad depression, and I am clinically diagnosed with severe, I guess it's called major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. And that is because I don't get the proper amount of vitamin D from the sun through my eyes because my eyes are fake. My circadian rhythms are off because of that. Now, the circadian rhythms are what tells a human when it's time to sleep, when it's time to wake up, stuff like that. It has to do with the brain's ability to discern between night and day. And I don't just mean like logically, it's night or day. I mean like chemically. Yeah, I know you're tired. You should have been sleeping, monster. Chemically, your brain, a sighted person's brain, can tell, okay, it's dark. I need to go to sleep now. A blind person rationally, logically knows the sun is down, it is nighttime. The chemicals, though, don't know that. The eyes can't tell the brain the sun is down, it is nighttime, produce melatonin in your brain and get tired. Yes, hi Logan. Yes. Oh, good. He's grabbing my mouth.
Elapsed time.
Because, that's not helpful while I'm
0
trying
hours,
to
3 minutes,
talk.
55 elapsed time. YouTube video player group.
Crazy
You are currently
people.
in a group. 3. Pause. Unmute. Pause. But 4. 0 1 of YouTube video elapsed time. 0 watching. 2.
Hello to 2 people watching. So for me, that causes a lot of depression and insomnia. I've been an insomniac ever since I can remember. Even my mother has stories of me having trouble sleeping at like ages 2, 3, 4, stuff like that. So it really does affect a blind person, and a lot of blind people that I know suffer from either depression and insomnia or one or the other. Especially those who were born blind or lost their sight at a very young age. Now, like I said, this is anecdotal evidence. I do, like, there are some studies. I don't have links to them, unfortunately. Um, but there's something that can be looked up. It's called non-24-hour sleep disorder. And about 70% of the sufferers are blind, um, which will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, how this affects my parenting is basically how depression affects me, which is when I get depressed, I get lazy, I'm exhausted, I sleep when I shouldn't be sleeping. And that's also part of the sleep issues, non-24-hour sleep disorder, which it's very hard to diagnose because a lot of doctors still don't know about it. But you basically get tired at the wrong times of the day and you're awake at the wrong times of the day. So, and it gets worse for me when my depression is bad. So it could be like 10 o'clock in the morning and I could just have this overwhelming urge to sleep. Like, to the point where, it's where you would feel if you were awake at 1 o'clock in the morning, for example, and you're not used to being awake at 1 o'clock in the morning. And that is ridiculously hard when you have a toddler. And it's even harder now that I have a toddler and a baby who is becoming mobile because he's crawling now. Let me just check.
Watch elapsed time.
See if anyone has
pause button unmute. One lift.
left any
no basic info.
chat.
No file selected. Cards. Add disk. Heading people in blog. Heading
Sorry
link.
for the talking
Stream name
computer.
/ 19 characters. Reveal button. Link expand button. Add stream expand button. Hide analytics button. Stream health 2. Watching now 0. Messages /net 0.
Okay, 0 messages. Okay.
Live stream reveal.
Now remember, if you guys want to chat, I can see the chat, and I know that the chat does work with voiceover for Apple. I've chatted in other live streams on other channels. So please don't be shy if you want to chat to me. I'll get the message here on screen, and the voiceover will read it to me and I'll answer on the stream. So just one of the things that affects me is sleep. So especially, like I said, when my depression gets bad, I get ridiculously lethargic at wrong times of the day, and then I'm awake at night when I need sleep when the kids are sleeping. It's very frustrating. Also, like I said, I get part of that is laziness. So the house gets behind, and it gets behind anyway because having a clean house with kids is hard. But when you feel like crap and you don't want to do anything, it gets ridiculously behind. And that makes things hard to find as a blind person. Hell, it makes things hard for my husband to find. And he does stuff around the house too, but he's working all the time, right? So, I mean, I'm home. I should be doing some, stuff around the house as a partnership. And when I'm really depressed, it sounds ridiculous, but it physically feels like I am a wind-up toy whose wind-up is broken. And I'm trying to do even the simplest tasks, and it's just ridiculously hard to do anything. And it sounds so stupid to say, like, oh, I'm depressed, I can't do anything. But that's literally how it feels. And pushing through that to play with your kids and to be happy with your kids and show them happy, you're basically using up the little bit of energy you have, and then you're like, oh crap, dishes. Oh crap, there's stuff all over the floor. I have no energy left. and then that's where my anxiety kicks in, because it's, I have, in my mind, really no reason why I haven't done anything. Nothing's done. And then my anxiety kicks in, and I basically can't do anything then because my mind won't shut up. And it's a vicious circle. I did go through a med change recently, and thankfully, the first med that we tried works. A lot of times I have to go through a few meds before I find one. Thankfully, this time this med change was pretty easy, and I'm finding it easier to get up, do things, be motivated. That's why I'm trying so hard with parenting blind. It's partially the medication, partially that this is a form of, I guess you would say, like, therapy in a way. I'm trying to help myself by helping other people. And I'm trying to make myself a better parent. And hopefully sharing how I do that can help other people. Yeah. Wow. I thought I had more to talk about. Oh, I recently discovered that I am feeling a lack of friendship with other blind people. I really don't have very many blind friends. I have a lot of sighted friends. And that's because I went to public school, I think. I was the only blind person in any of my public schools, all the way from elementary to high school. I did go to a summer camp for the blind, as I said, but I didn't really stay in contact with very many people from there, and I should have. And it kind of sucks, because my sighted friends are great, and they appreciate what I do and what I go through as a blind person, but they don't quite really get it because they're not blind. And as a friend who can see said the other day, it makes perfect sense. You just want somebody to celebrate with you who knows. And so I think it's important to, have some friends who know what you're going through. And I think that part of that has been part of my depression. And I'm hoping that doing parenting blind can help me, network with some people, and not only help but make some friends and everything, but mostly help. I'm not just doing this as a big friendship endeavor. I do want to help. If I make some friends, bonus. But yeah, it's just, you gotta take the knocks with the joys, and my kids are definitely my joys. I love my kids.
Lip streaming chat.
I love my family.
Set up list review. 19 characters. Selected.
Sorry.
Add public.
I'm just checking chat again.
Reveal. Lip stream. Hide analytics. Stream to watching now. 0 messages. A chart. Group 9:15 a.m. 9:15 a.m. 9:15.
Okay.
0.
So I'm just about. I thought I was gonna do about 40 minutes here. I really don't have much more to say. I did go through, when I was a teenager, a lot of depression. I was actually suicidal for a good period of time. There's a lot that helped me bounce back from that. It's takes a lot of personal work, a lot of realizing that people do need you around and would miss you. If anyone is feeling that low, please talk to somebody. There are suicide hotlines in Canada and in the US. Talk to friends, talk to your doctor. it's okay to say that you're hurting that badly. Especially if you have kids, don't be afraid that they're going to take your kids away. I know that as a blind person, there's a fear that somebody will take your kids away because you're blind. But the more you ask for help, the better it looks. It shows that you know that you need help. It shows that you know that things aren't right. And that shows that you are cognizant as a parent. It shows that you know what's going on. So always ask for help. I can't stress that enough. And even if you're not depressed and you're just, visually impaired or blind, and you need help, like you need independent living skills or anything like that, if you're in Canada, contact your local CNIB. I'm not sure what options are available in the States, but there's the American Foundation for the Blind, there's the Foundation Fighting Blindness, there's the National Foundation for the Blind, and just ask for help, ask for independent living skills help. It's okay to ask for help. Just don't be afraid to ask for help. The only person you have to prove yourself to is yourself. Maybe your kids, but mostly yourself. So always remember that. If you just want somebody to talk to, always feel free to send an email to parentingblind@gmail.com. If you have any parenting questions, blindness questions, anything like that, the Facebook page for Parenting Blind is linked in the description. Please go like that page, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notified about streams and videos that I post. If you have any questions that you don't want publicly known with your name attached, send them to parentingblind@gmail.com and I will answer them in streams as somebody sent this anonymously. Thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're watching at a later time, thank you for clicking on the video. And I think we will cut it short here. I've got Logan on me, and I think he's finally falling asleep. So I need to finish with putting him down. Thanks again for watching. Sorry it got rescheduled. It was supposed to be yesterday, but we did it anyways. We did it today. So,
Watching 2.
thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you soon. And this has been Parenting Blind.
Ops Studio 20.1.0. Mac. Profile. Parenting. Setting. Remove. Move up. Move. Add. Button. Remove. Move up. Properties. Button. Remove. Add. Move down. Move. Remove. Add. Setting. Studio mode. Start transition property. Remove. Add. Configure. Property. Mute mics. 100. Stop stream.